Hi folks, it's me again, Mark Hanna, Hothead Thundermouth, unscripted, uncensored, and unapologetic, psychologically immune from social media control. I'm your host today for an unusual event, an unboxing. I don't do those very much. I've got one more coming up that I'll be doing for World at War 85 whenever it gets off the boat. But that's a whole nother story. This is a much better story. This is Renegade Studios. They have come up with a re-release of Axis and Allies 41 Anniversary Edition, which I've always wanted. No, I know it's not Axis Empires or something like that. It's not ASL. But it is a war game, and it's quite fun. Here's the cover here. Let's have a look. This is what it looks like here. Get me out of the way. Anniversary Edition from Renegade Studios. I don't think they changed anything. Renegade did a great job here. I'm going to, after this, post the unboxing, my first real unboxing. I think I did an unpamphleting once. But here, this is truly just to present the components. It's somewhat new. I think other people who get free copies of this stuff already got theirs, or especially the people in the United States already got copies of this stuff. So this will not be a brand new first exclusive unboxing. I don't try for that kind of stuff. I like to have fun with this stuff. So here, I'm having fun making an unboxing for you. So that's it. So without further ado, let's take a look at Axis Empires Anniversary Edition Spring 41. The world is at war. Hello folks, Mark Hanna here, Hothead Thundermouth. I'm going to do something I usually don't do. I probably won't do this once a year at the most. I really don't do unboxings, but this is a special case here. Now, I know a lot of my viewers are not going to play Axis and Allies, but I think that's a mistake. This is a particularly brilliant game design that, even though it's probably not the most realistic game, it's certainly one of the most fun ones, with a lot of dice rolling, a lot of variability, a lot of income creating and things like that. I'm going to open up the box. We're going to look at this. This is the Renegade Studios Anniversary Edition remake of Spring 41, The World is at War. The Anniversary Edition of Axis and Allies was the most popular edition when it came out, until Renegade got the rights to reprint this. The Anniversary Edition that came out, which became so popular, in fact, that buying copies of it, and even right now, if you want to buy a copy of the original, it's going to cost you a pretty penny, a few $100s. I've seen some prices up there. So we're going to play, we'll have a look at this. You got up to 6 players. America, Britain, Soviet Union, Japan. France, I think, is in this. I'm not sure why France is in. Oh, yeah, I guess that really it says Spring 41. But I think there's a 1940 scenario or something. We're going to find out about that. And just jump right in. So let's see what's going on with this. I've shown you my knife ripping through the plastic here to prove that this is indeed a fresh unboxing. I have not prepared this. I bought this. This is not a gift from Renegade Studios, believe me. At the moment, they probably don't like me that much, as I was quite insistent. It was taking them a long time to get me this game, but I pre-ordered from them. And it's probably not their fault. I think all the production was running through the United States, and even the shipments were as well. So we're going to take a look at this. Let me pause this to get the shrink wrap out of the way. Okay, so there it is. Shrink wrap is gone. Keep the knife around in case we need it, but it won't be on screen. Okay, so I'm going to try to take this lid off. I have to move around the camera boom to do that. And there we go. So, ta-da! Here's the opening of the box. Nothing inside the box. Okay, what do we got? So we got these spacers here. Just packaging stuff. Good. All right, we got the rule book, Axis and Allies. Rules for Axis and Allies are generally pretty straightforward. They don't change very much from version to version. There's always a little bit of a divergence here. And there's some guys who really play the heck out of this game. This is a very competitive game. There's a lot of tournaments with these games. And, you can find opponents for this. That's another reason it's a good choice of a game. So, yeah, here's the rule book. Matte finish. It's a little dark for my taste, but it looks relatively easy to go through. There's a research and development. Oh yeah, that's the thing they've added is a research and development track. Oh, in fact, here it is. What's this? Oh, there you have some games at Renegade. These are games usually that might be good for the grandkids or something. Diplomacy, that old game. That I don't consider a war game because there's no random effects. Couple of baggies. That's nice. Now here's the National Production and Research and Development chart. Advanced artillery, rockets, paratroopers. Cool stuff, giving you some slightly go from a breakthrough chart, advanced artillery, and then there's another one that has a different set of things on it. I don't think there's any relationship between advanced artillery and super submarines, but I haven't read the rules. Maybe there are. Okay. Here's the famous, and you get an extended battle board in this game. It shows you the dice that you roll as the defender. Okay. For the different kinds of units. And then the attacker has a different chart here. Okay. So those are the different fighting units that you can purchase. And, well, okay. Oh, you know what? These were part of this big counter tray. You've got all these markers for control of the different nations. This green one, maybe this is Australia or something. I don't know. Yeah, because 1941 shouldn't include France. They're already gone. Production markers of some kind. Other side, it's a one-sided marker. There's nothing on the other side of these markers here. So that's that. Okay. Then, what a lot of people love about this game. Okay. Oh, here's another set of setup things. And wow, look at this. This gives you, okay. Yeah, there is two scenarios, but one's a 41 scenario and one's a 42 scenario. And it gives you the setup cards for each nation. So when you're playing with 6 different people, here's the US one. Actually, it's all combined into one card. That's weird. Okay, so you give this to the US player, tells them where his stuff starts, and how much money you start with, and how many production points you have. Okay. United States starts with 40 in 41, in 42, 38. I guess they lose some in China or something. I'm not sure. So that's what this big card's for. Okay. Then we have, I guess you could call this, I've never seen anything like this in any game. It's really kind of beautiful. You've got all the components are for each nation are in a box. And then this, I think these are 2 other boxes down here. This then has a mosaic to show you how they put together. So it's really quite beautiful. You don't see this kind of craftsmanship. So let's open up a few of these boxes here. Let's get out a box. I'm not sure how to do it exactly. There we go. Okay. So, United States box. Open that up. And it's a nice container. Very organized. Okay. Here's all the U.S. pieces that you can build. I'm not going to open those up yet. And then you've got 3 different containers. Probably air, land, and sea. So that's very sweet. Okay. Oh, yeah, what am I saying? Their green is Italy. How could I mess that up? It's not this. What do I know about this game I bought, right? Okay, the Italian. Let's look at the Italian box. What's inside here? It's probably not going to be that different. Okay, so here's the Italians. They're kind of a brown color. Kind of looks like the Russian pieces almost to me. Let's take a look at the Russian pieces. put these over here. We're not going to need to open up all of those. Okay, and then, so the Soviet Union, let's take a look at their colors. I really like this. I mean, I have to say, normally I'm trying to provide my own organization system, and this comes with it. Don't often get that. And it's not bloody baggies, right? Russians are like a dark brown. Let's take a look at these Italians again. Italians, Russians. I don't know. I don't even know if the camera can pick up the difference. The Russians are slightly darker. Presumably the Italian pieces look different than the Russian ones. They do, I guess, a little bit. Huh. Okay, that's quite funny. All right. Better get these in the right box now before I mix them up without any help from being confused. Here we go. Soviet Unions. Okay, so then you've got, of course, Germany, United Kingdom, Japan. There we go. And there's a couple of other boxes here. What's in here? Maybe dice and stuff? Let's see. Here's this one, Axis and Allies Anniversary Edition. Oh yeah, so here we have all of the chips and dice. Looks like you get 6 of each dice, maybe? Yeah, 6 red, 6 black, and the poker chips that they use. These are the ones that are not imprinted with Axis and Allies, but okay, so you can put these in here and organize them. Dice, poker chips to represent extra units. That's how they represent stacks in this game. All right. What's in here then? Is there anything in here? We got another box we're opening. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, this is nice. This game comes with the real money. Well, instead of writing down how much money, you can actually get industrial production certificates, and you can use this in any of your Axis and Allied games, huh? I like that. That speaks of the old game, and then here's your common units here. You've got anti-aircraft guns. Something in here. Looks like these might be the Chinese. There's like some green units in there. I think those represent units built in China that are really controlled by Americans. That's what I think. So, wow, huh? Nice. Now, I know it's not, like I said, it's not like Axis Empires Ultimate Edition. We're not talking about that level of complexity, are we? But still, the sheer fun of running this. I mean, I know I'll have fun with this solitaire. And it's a game that I can get the grandchildren to play with some of the adults. I mean, part of the problem I have with my particular hobby in southern England, when I say southern England, it's on the coast of England, on the south. It's on the English Channel where I live. And people down here, the gamers, there's plenty of them, but they all play Euros or they play tabletop. When I say tabletop, they all meet in a hallway somewhere at a pub. They have these massive tables with massive terrain features, you know, piles of painted orcs, and it's all miniatures and stuff, and I'm sure they love the heck out of it, but it's just not something that interests me. I'm going to try to invade one of those sometime and see if I can get some people to join. I went to this one sort of Euro Magic the Gathering kind of place, and it simply just wasn't, what they wanted to do there. I couldn't get them interested in any board games, and I felt like I was a 60-year-old creep hanging around with a bunch of 25, 35, 15-year-olds. So I just basically gave up on that idea too. So anyway, let's take a look at the map. Let me shut this down, and I'm going to spread out the map here for us. All right, wow. So here's the map. I'm going to have to zoom out on this and restart the tape. It's just too big. Hold on, I'm going to start a new segment here. And there you have it. The Axis and Allies map. Trying to get a little more light on the subject here. This map here is a nice matte map, so it's not shining off. I haven't put it under the plexiglass. So you can see the different areas here. Of course, each of these red hexes is an objective that you want to take to win the game. Unlike other games, it's possible to invade the United States either on the east or west coast. It doesn't happen very often, but it can happen during the course of victory. Over here, you got the South Pacific. They call these the Money Islands for the Japanese. Actually, it looks like the British start out with those. Of course, in 1941, the Japanese haven't started their attacks yet. Italians start here. This is the Italian territories, German territories. And yeah, of course, you got Russians setting up here. Africa's in the game. Brazil's in the game. The scope of the game can be quite crazy, but that's the fun of it, really. I mean, it quickly devolves into, something that won't ever look historical, whoever wins. Probably not going to have an historical looking ending like you had in World War II, or like Axis Empire's Ultimate Edition will probably have a more regulated look to it than this will. But it should be fun. So there we go. That's your unboxing of Renegade Studios, Axis and Allies 1941 Anniversary Edition Replication. Thanks for watching. I'll probably do a video on a playthrough of this, just solitaire, for the sake of fun. At some point, it might be the next thing I do, but there's other pressing matters as well. So, I got to pick my battles here. I'll see how people react to this video first. Okie dokie. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, please. Via con Dios.